Hey everybody, Ramsland the Man here. Just want to show you guys something here. This is a 2015 Ford Escape, as you see here. All-wheel drive. So what I'm doing right now is swapping out this what would this be, the lower lateral bar. So as you guys know, or may not know, anyone that's looking to do this job, on the passenger side the gas tank is in the way, and the bolt that's in there is a pretty long bolt, something like this. It's a pretty long bolt. Now what they require, or what they say, is that you have to drop the subframe a little bit, and you'll be able to pass the bolt out from the gas tank. What I ended up doing was I just cut the bolt with my Sawzall and my Diablo blade. I cut it. The bolt for here on this side is the same thread pitch. So this one is just a normal 15mm bolt that you can take out no problem. This one you won't be able to because the gas tank is in the way. So you can take this one out. So say if you have another car, or you can, if you have a set to check what the thread pitch is. I do have one, but for some reason it shows, it just says 14. So I put it into this one, the 716 NC14, and it matches the thread pitch, right? This matches that, but the bolt, I think the bolt's too big, I think. But whatever that is, you're probably gonna have to do your own homework on that one. That one, I'm sorry, but I can't tell you fully. I just know it's something 14. So, like I said, this one is the 15mm bolt that goes into this one. So you can take this bolt out, go to your hardware store, and you want to get a bolt that's this thread pitch, and dang, that one's kind of locked in there. Basically, I had a bolt that was already, just laying around in my bucket here. Not many bolts, but the one that was in there that I needed. So all I did was I put another nut on the end of that bolt and tried to match it up to the size here, because like I said, that bolt's pretty long. Let me show you. It's kind of something like this here. You can kind of get the picture here of, come on man, kind of something like this, right? So you see how the bolt sticks out, like there's the lip there. It sticks out that much. Like, it's a pretty long bolt for what for being in there. It's pretty long. I would say 2.5 to 3 inches roughly, give or take. So what you want to do is get a bolt this size, right? And get a nut to go with it. And what you want to do is put the nut on the bolt and put it next to it, because you want to put the nut to where the bolt would be just enough that it passes out the welded nut to the subframe. Does that make sense? So, like I said, so you take the bolt, right? So you're going to have the stock bolt inside. You get your other bolt, right? The same bolt as the one for this side. Same bolt, the thread pitch. You take that and you run the nut all the way down to where the nut is about the same distance from here, and the head of the bolt is going to be matched up to this side, and you want it to basically to be as close as you can to this, because you don't want the bolt too long, and then you're going to have an issue with putting the bolt back in. This one I already cut, and I already had the bolt and the nut already laying around, and it matched up. So I just cut it down to where it was flush, it's not in there now. But once I tighten it, it's gonna stick out just like a tiny little bit. It's gonna stick out just a tiny little bit. Here, actually, I'll just show you guys real fast. I'll show you real fast because I just got this part in. So let me. Damn, actually, I don't even know if I even want to do it because it was somewhat of a. Here, hold on. It was somewhat of a pain to. There we go. All right. So as you see, when I take this one out, see, you want about this size. So we'll go over to here. So from 0, so about like 2.5 inches is where you want to be at with the head at 0. So about 2.5. Right? So that's the length that you want to be at. And like I said, once you cut it down, it'll be, and I think they're torque to yield bolts too. So having to do this and then you just put like a normal bolt in there. I think it's a normal bolt. This one just happened to have, hold on. Oh, much better. This one happened to have kind of like a shoulder or something on it, but I think it'd probably be the same. It'd probably be the same. It wouldn't matter once it's tightened up in there. It'd be maybe. Do this at your own risk, but I think it'll be fine. This just seems like a normal bolt. There's not really much of a shoulder on there. That's just because I haven't taken off one of these before. So this is just for something else. But you want to have it to where it'll go in there just fine. Like I said, you can use the stock bolt that came out of here. Use that and then kind of get a feel for how the play feels. You know, it feels good inside. It feels good. So that's what you want to do. So step 1, get your car in jack stands. Safety first, right? Pull this one out. Go to the hardware store, or if you have like the holes or the threads where you can try different bolt patterns, you can try that. Or if you don't have that, you know, you can just run to the store and grab a bolt 2.5 inches from the head to the tip of the bolt. You want 2.5 inches, and then once you have the 2.5 inches, it'll be enough that you can put the bolt inside, and then you'll be able to tighten it up. You'll see how I'll show you right now. When I tighten it up all the way, the bolt barely sticks out. So you know I'm grabbing all the threads. See that? It's barely sticking out. So that's perfect. Like I said, 2.5 is where you want to go. Why they use this big ass bolt for this? Couldn't tell you. Probably just so they can do something like this. You know? So we'll be giving them the sauce now. Like I said, 2.5 inch is what you need, and you'll be able to get your new one in there. And if you ever have to drop this again, you'll never have an issue with taking these bolts out. You'll never have to drop the subframe. I would recommend this to anyone that has an Escape with the gas tank in the way, and you know, you having to deal with this issue. So I think this would be another important video that you guys need to watch, because it is a pain either having to drop the subframe or having to move with the jack or with the fuel tank. Instead of doing all that, just cut the bolt, take it out, 2 pieces, get your next one, 2.5 inches, pop it in, new arm in, that's it. No time for messing around and playing games. So I know this video took a little bit longer, but it's showing you guys what should be done, you know, and you'll be good after doing this. So, all right, guys, y'all take it easy. Have a good one. I'm doing this at nighttime, and I just want to make this video just so you guys can at least have some insight, and you know, you don't have to go through the deals of trying to drop the subframe and everything else. So, all right, guys, y'all take it easy. Good night. Ranchland the Man signing out.